If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace.
Hey, I got it.
So this is how
G4TV
dies. With thunderous applause.
What's going on? It's your host Jackson Doorknob. G4TV's been in the news for the past couple of weeks. It's been mostly, the Anti-SJW channels that blew up a lot around 2017, 2018, still going strong to this day. It was that kind of topic. At first, in my mind, I saw it, I was like, whatever. But I started looking more into it, and it became more interesting, so I figured I'd talk about it. The clips you've seen and the screenshots are all about Forrest. Forrest has been pretty much the most famous person to be on G4TV, the main person. So she claimed that in the rant that you saw at the beginning of the video, that when her colleagues got criticized, it was just criticism, but when it was her, it got to a level of misogyny. There's a lot. I've written down a lot of stuff here. She was going to be interviewed by the Quartering, but allegedly she gave him a fake email, which I don't know why she did that. And then it got found out that she did that, which allegedly led to her nuking her Twitter. It's wiped clean completely. Yellow Flash, same type of YouTuber as the Quartering, challenged her to a debate. He challenged her like multiple times. She hasn't responded as far as I can tell. So I saw this tweet that said, well, why is Force getting attention? She obviously wants it. And my personal thoughts is that in a lot of people's minds, she kind of represents what's wrong with the gaming media. And even G4 currently itself, in a way. Because there feels like there's a lot more of a, hey, gamers are bad. These people who we report on, and this entire medium in itself is toxic. And it's just always silly to me to see that from Kotaku or anybody else. I grew up, I would get Game Informer to come in every month, and I love to read it. I love to just sit there and read about games, And there's just been a lot of stuff that's gone down at G4TV. Jesus, it's just a weird name to me. But they said Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy was an Xbox exclusive. It's not. I don't know how they got that wrong, because they are like a TV show, and they kind of can't really get things like that wrong, or they're not supposed to. They've been accused of view-botting. They have 195,000 subscribers on Twitch, and they were pulling in like 500,000 views. At first I thought, though, I was like, oh, well, that's a lot of people hate watching. But then okay, so I saw one video. There were 3,300 people in one Friday, and then the next Friday it hopped up to like a couple 100,000, and then the next Friday it was down to like 3,300 or in that area. You would think they would somewhat sustain some of that. Like, I'm not saying that like, oh, I don't know why every stream they're not pulling in at least 100,000, but it's just odd to me. But I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend like I do know. There's no evidence of this, but it just seems fishy. Adam Sessler, he was part of the OG G4TV, and he's known for being a guy who will call out the gaming community for being super toxic, and then he'll come on and he'll be like, oh, Republicans drink piss, you know. And personally, look, I don't care what your politics are. I it, it's really not. I don't care that he said that, but to say something like that and then come out and be like, oh, well, you know those toxic gamers out there, those are the guys you really have to watch out for. It's really just silly to me. But I mean, it's just so. I wasn't really watching G4TV when it was the way it was way back in the days when it was. Uh, but I did go because I was watching It's a Gundam's video on it, and he said, "Oh, old G4TV was better," and I went and watched their Halo 2 review, and it was completely different from now, and there was a lot less politics, and it just felt like a more organic show. Didn't feel as less forced, and honestly, I reached the end of my notes. I just want to talk about my opinion on it all. I think a lot of this is more SJW bad. And, you know, Forrest sort of has that look of the classic, like, feminist SJW look from back in, like, 2016, 2017 that made a lot of these guys blow up. And it seems like an easy target. But at the same time, this person is wrong, you know? Like she said in her rant, two things can be true, you know? And I was watching one of the Snark Tank episodes with Chris Reagan, Tom Sweeney, some black guy, and Shoe on Head. And one of the points they brought up was that, like, you can criticize, like, they had more left-leaning ideas, but they were criticized for criticizing people on the left that was like, uh, there was a cultural appropriation song that was the example they brought up, and they criticized it because it was weird and cringy, and it just drove people away, and they got called alt-right for that, you know? But I just went on a tangent right there. To pull it back, I honestly think that I don't care. You know, I don't think that they're very good at reviewing games how they are now. They shouldn't be getting facts like whether a game is exclusive to one console or not. When, like one of the other videos said, it's so integral to a lot of these people's console wars, which is that's a whole nother topic. But I can't be like it's just. Such a weird subject for me because maybe like a couple of years ago I've been like, yeah, this fourth person is horrible, but now I just think she's just an annoying person that's like the tweet said is seeking attention, and she's only getting it because she's more of a look-at-able target, you know, with Kotaku and all these other outlets, gaming outlets, sort of is they don't really have a face to them, and G4TV does, and they're bringing up the same type of plot points, not plot points, same type of talking points that Kotaku would bring up. That, like I said earlier, these gamers are toxic. So these gamers are seeing this, and they're going, "Hey, we don't like it from Kotaku, and we especially don't like it from you." And I mean, now people are even saying Forsk is gonna get fired off of G4TV. I doubt it. If anything, if she leaves, they're gonna say it's a mutual decision. But until then, we just have to watch and wait. All right.